Welcome to Knightline Live. It is Monday night, 7 o'clock. I'm Jerry Middleton. With me, as usual, or at least for the most part, or one of us is here, not whatever, is Rick Fletcher. And Rick, a lot happened yesterday. We'll get into that in just a little
Of
bit.
course we're going to get into it. Hey, I'm here taking it, Jerry.
But you didn't wear the shirt, the
No
sweatshirt.
Well, we've moved on now. We've moved on. That's how that works.
So you're like a Cubs fan. There's next year, right?
There's always next year.
Always next year.
All right, we're going to get to that here.
Yeah.
You know we're going to break that down here a little bit. So what do we got on tap tonight, Jerry? Boys basketball. We're going to wrap up girls basketball. Also, our live stream team, we were busy last week. We over the last 10 days, we were all over the place. One of those places was the wrestling regional at Richmond. Some success there, and we're going to talk about that. Also tonight, there's a new softball coach here at Northeastern. So Jason Allen, he's got both of his coaches here. They're back in the green room deciding who's coming up and who's not. I can see them wrestling it out there. So Madison Hodap and Josh Cook. And I'm thinking of a jingle for that name Hodap because it's just, it lends itself.
We'll figure something before the night's out.
Jerry, before we get into anything, we've had some people watch our stuff here. Give us some numbers,
it's been crazy. So the last two Knightline shows, we've had 5,000 viewers.
Yeah, I mean that's a good.
Which is okay.
Now is that you home watching it 5,000 times?
No, only that she counted as one.
Yeah, okay.
Because of your IP address.
Is that how that works?
I'm getting techie on you.
You are.
But the girls basketball sectional.
Yeah.
And the wrestling sectional and the wrestling regional was just short of 4,000.
Oh,
so that's almost 9,000 viewers in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the regional later on, and we'll talk about girls basketball.
Yeah.
Not good for us, but a pretty good story coming out of there, honestly. But we'll get into that. But first, we got to do our final NFL update, Jerry. I'm sure you watched the game. Tell us what you thought.
My thought was it probably was one of the most boring football games I have watched or at least as a Super Bowl. In fact, just as a game.
Yeah.
In the past few years, the Patriots
weren't good.
Well, they couldn't get anything going. Nothing.
Yeah. No, it is what it is, right? I mean, the old standard. So Seattle wins. Here's my thought. This was one on defense. Now, New England's defense played pretty good.
Well, because they gave up 4 field goals, early.
Yeah.
And which is pretty good.
Yeah. No, they played. They were good. Seattle's defense, though. I mean, they were just tremendous. They stuffed the Patriots. They ran. They stuffed it. They stopped them, and that's just the way it is. I mean, here's my one gripe. I'm going to gripe. Okay. My one gripe about the Super Bowl is this: if there's ever a Super Bowl where a defensive player should get the MVP. This was it right here. I mean, the guy that gave it to Kenneth Walker, the running back, he had a good game. There's no doubt about it. But my humble opinion, this game was won by the Seattle defense.
Well, I mean, it's always a quarterback or running back or a wide receiver.
Well, then name it the most valuable offensive player. This is the most valuable player. This was a defense-dominated game by the Seattle defense.
And then they would have to pay us rights because that's what we do in football season. We have a subway player of the offense, a subway player of the defense.
Well, they can steal it, all right? We'll take the fee, but they can steal it. But, everybody knows I'm a Patriot fan. I don't make any, no bones about that. Am I disappointed? Yeah, you're always disappointed you lose, but pretty good season for them to make it that far. I didn't think they were going to make it that far. And so hopefully, who knows what's going to happen down the road, but every year is a new year. There could be another team next year that goes from 4 wins to playoff appearance, because there seems to be a team out there that happens in.
Well, I think the most exciting thing that happened in that game was the flyover.
Yeah. Oh, those are always great.
That was especially when it came out of the cloud of fireworks.
Yeah.
It appeared, and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So to me, that was it. And after that, I should have turned the channel, but no, I stayed and watched.
Yeah. No, you have you ever seen a flyover in person?
Yeah.
They are so impressive.
Yes, they are.
They are awesome. So, it was good. I think let's breaking down the music, because it's one big music festival.
Yeah.
The guy who sang the national anthem, I thought he did a tremendous job. I
did
couldn't
too.
tell you his name. I don't know who any of these people are, but I thought he did great. I didn't watch the halftime show. I don't know what all the rigmarole about that is. I never watch a halftime show. That's not what I do. So who cares? Let's play ball.
That's time to eat.
Yeah, it's time to eat. So anyway, so I guess we're done with our NFL updates.
NFL's over.
Yeah, NFL next week, Daytona 500, Jerry. I know.
Now we're talking.
I know you're geared up for that.
Rubbing
one.
and racing, baby.
Yeah. So maybe we'll break that down next week.
We'll break the Daytona 500 down next week.
All right, let's discuss for the final time this year girls basketball. Not the way that we as homers wanted it to go down, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to give credit to Union County. They were good.
Yes.
And they're young, so they're going to be good for a while. They won. I mean, I would say sometimes teams lose, sometimes teams win. You know how that goes. We probably weren't doing some of the things that we were previously doing that went on that winning streak, but you got to give credit to Union County.
When you give a young team that's good the ability to put their foot in the door before you can close it,
they're going to come
you will
busting
get beat.
through. Yeah, they're going to come.
You will get beat.
That's a good analogy right there, I think.
Yeah. And it was 16-0 first period.
Yeah, I mean,
and then you outscored them 16-3 in the second period.
Yeah, I know it was
crazy game.
But again, give credit to Union County. They added to their lead in the third. Knights came back a little bit in the fourth, but they pushed it out again, and it was just that's the way it was. It was that kind of game. So congratulations to the Patriots. They go on. They're going to be at Greenfield Central. They'll play Heritage Christian in the regional. We had Heritage Christian this year at the tournament. And solid program. They're always going to be competitive.
But honestly, I think Union County has a legit shot of beating them.
I'm agreeing with you. We saw Heritage Christian play, and honestly, if the team that I saw last week, the Union County, that's the team that's going to show up, I think they got a fighter's chance in that one to move on into the semi-state. Which for a young team like that, that's going to be sending some shockwaves around here, in this sectional, the Hagerstown sectional, because they're all young. I mean, we saw it all. They're a young team, but. The Knights, Tri-Eastern Conference champions. That's the last time that's going to happen, because moving on to a different conference next year. So congratulations to them. We say goodbye to the only seniors. That's Addie Kircher and Brooklyn Adams.
Yep.
They've been, good players for the Knights. Addie had a great career, and she's going to move on to IU East. And Brooklyn, I tell you, Brooklyn played some great basketball for the Knights this year.
She played extremely well. Last couple games, not as much into the scoring side of things, but defensively and rebounding and just stuff like that was top notch.
Well, I've said this, and I told Cody Dudley this. I said, Brooklyn's the kind of player, she could score 8 points and be the star of the game.
Yeah.
Because she does so many other things that well, and contributes. And I honestly, that's what That's what you look for in a player. You saw, going back to Union County, we all looked up at the scoreboard, right?
Yep.
Everybody was on the score in the book. I don't know how many players they had on the book, but their scoring balance was tremendous.
Let's talk one other thing here that a lot of people didn't realize. We talked about it, Brian Maurer and me, on the broadcast, was this. 16-0 first period against Northeastern. The next game they played, 5.5 minutes of a donut on the board of their opponent in the first period. So you put 13.5 minutes of not letting your opponent score in the first period in 2 ball games.
You're in good shape.
You're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of they established themselves right off in all those ball games. And Saturday night handled Shenandoah rather easily.
Yeah.
So they were definitely the better team on that night, and congratulations to them. And congratulations to the Lady Knights and to Addie and Brooklyn as they move on with the rest of their lives. Because these kids graduate, right? They move on. They
move on and go down to other places and other avenues of life.
It's only guys like you and me that hang around, beyond their expiration date. That's how that works. So
I just wonder what my expiration date is. I wish I knew that. I really do.
All right.
I think that's it. So I think we can take a commercial break here. When we come back, we're going to be talking, even though there's a foot of snow on the ground outside. And I don't know if you saw that little meme, I guess you call it a meme or whatever, I put on there, talked about that.
Oh, I saw that.
Dave Baker and Coach Allen from some softball had that little fluffy meteorologist rodent from Pennsylvania in handcuffs leading him away.
Yeah.
Because we don't need no more 6 weeks.
Well, hopefully the sun's going to shine soon. It's going to shine.
I'll break out in my Annie.
Yeah.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
That's right.
Hey, we'll be right back on Knights Broadcasting Network on Knightline Live. At Kate's Family Eye Care, we value a family-friendly atmosphere, offering high-quality eye exams. Our expert staff utilizes the latest techniques in eye care. We have a large selection of affordable glasses that are unique to our area. We are proud supporters of the Northeastern Knights and wish all the teams the best of luck. When the professional's vehicle gets sick, they go to All Around Auto Repair and Sales, located in Fountain City. Their SAE certified technicians work on foreign, domestic, and those fun diesels. Work van not feeling good? Or maybe the family car? And don't forget about the weekend warrior. Go to All Around Auto, 408 US 27 Fountain City. It's good medicine for your car.
Looking for some good local barbecue? Well, look no further because Ann and the Pigs has arrived. We got tips, ribs, chicken, and our fan favorite, pulled pork sundae. You hungry yet? Well, check out our website at annandthepigs.com to find out where our truck is located next. And if you miss our truck, don't worry, you can cater with us year-round by using our website as well. Ann and the Pigs, bringing tasty where it's needed.
Do you have a big event coming up soon? Dejo Photos has you covered. Check us out on Facebook. We are professional photographers who strive to capture all of your special moments, such as family portraits, senior photos, live action sports, graduations, and so much more. If you don't think photos are important, wait until they are all you have left. Contact us via email at info@dejophotos.com or call us at 765-277-0047. Dejo Photos, capturing memories one photo at a time.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something.
Being aligned with the Better Homes and Gardens brand brings with it a unique approach to identifying, marketing, and servicing distinctive homes. We know that your experience while buying and selling your home is as important as the homes being bought and sold. That's why our affiliated agents are passionate about personalizing every part of your real estate experience to ensure that every moment is distinctive.
In this market, finding a home you love and actually closing the deal is a cause for celebration. And it all starts with a competitive edge from First Financial Bank. We'll get you pre-qualified fast so you can get your offer in first. We even offer programs with low down payment options and reduced closing costs. Plus, our friendly local team is always here to help. A bank that's ready to help you find a home and a reason to celebrate, however you choose to. That's First.
Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by nobody right now. We're always looking for somebody who wants to be a sponsor of Knightline Live, be the title sponsor. You're also on all of our other broadcasts, and with those millions and millions of viewers that we have, hey, it's a good deal for you. Give us a call here at the school or shoot us a text, or you can always direct message us on Facebook. Now I know how to do that, so we can do that. Anyway,
you're getting more technically savvy,
well,
there, Jerry.
Well, don't even talk to me about technical stuff right now.
A shameless pitch right there. That's awesome. I love that.
I am looking out across here to our magic box, and there's wires everywhere. Makes me a nervous camper for tomorrow night's game.
That's what happens when you let loose an IT guy. He tears it down before he puts it back together, and that's happening before our very eyes. And Jerry's getting some gray hair.
If I'm distracted or getting gray hair, this is the reason why. Hey, softball. I love it.
Right around the corner.
Got a foot of snow on the ground.
Yeah, right around the corner. So Northeastern's got a new softball coach, and it's Jason Allen, the head coach, and with him is Madison Hodap, right? Did I say that right, Madison?
You said that. Perfect.
All right, Madison Hodap, welcome. Appreciate you guys coming.
Thanks for having us.
All right, Jason, let's start with you. Give us a little bit of your background in coaching and, kind of how it came to here you are today. So,
Kind of all started with the rec league,
okay.
Fountain City Rec League. Volunteered there when the kids were little. Ended up getting on the board, coaching there. Kind of had a group of girls that wanted to continue after season, and ended up putting together a travel team.
Okay.
Been doing it ever since.
All right. Travel, we've all been part of travel teams around here. I mean, it's a lot of work, right?
Yes.
So tell us about your experiences. What was the name of your team? And did you have the same group of girls all the way up? Or did you have several different age groups? Or how does it work? You tell us.
Being local, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
But we started, this would be our 9th year, I believe.
Okay.
And we have 5 girls that's been around the whole time.
So you're still going then, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. All
Yep.
right. When is your travel season?
Now that they're in high school, we play in the fall.
Okay.
Play in the summer and fall. Usually right after high school, we'll play in June and July. And then again in September, October, kind of until basketball starts. A lot of the girls play basketball, multi-sport athletes.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of a small school like this, if you're an athlete, you play the sports.
Mm-hmm.
And, hopefully they get you there. All right, how'd you end up head coach? Tell us how that all went down. Obviously, we needed a coach, and so what piqued your interest?
Figured I've been coaching them since they've been playing.
You know a
Might
lot
as
of
well
you know a
apply.
lot of the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
So,
Yeah.
like I said, they've had the last couple years, with previous coach, and then 2 years with the one before that.
Yeah.
Just figured time to step
We
in.
need someone that's going to stay for 15 years and, have a record here, I think, kind of like the Brent Ross did.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Stay.
That longevity pays off in the end.
I will, and you know this, coaching is a lot of work for low pay. That's just the way it is. All right, a lot of love goes into this. You got to have a love for the game. All right, Madison, let's get a little bit about you here. You're a Northeastern grad. Tell us a little bit about your background and how you happened to come here.
Yeah, I actually grew up on the field. My dad was drafted out of high school to play professional baseball, and he coached a lot. He coached here, and I started out as a little kid. And,
Okay.
I graduated from here. I played all 4 years.
Okay.
And I also did travel ball. I had some offers to go to college and play, but I just stayed local and I went to college. So
Okay. Where'd you go to school?
I went to IU East.
All right. And are you a graduate now? Or-
I am.
Yeah.
I'm a first-year teacher.
Oh,
for
you're a
Richmond.
teacher.
Yeah.
Okay. What
Yeah.
grade do you teach?
I'm at third grade.
Third grade, the little kids, Jerry. My goodness, right up your alley, isn't it?
Yeah. Right up my alley. That's a dead end.
All right. So since high school, have you had involvement in softball?
I have, yeah.
Okay. So tell us what you've been doing.
My father, he gives lessons and everything.
Okay.
And some of the girls that he works with, when he needs some help, I'll come up and help with pitching and hitting.
Okay. All right. So you didn't get out of it.
No.
You kept your foot in there. Have you been actually coaching or just helping your dad
Just
teach?
helping.
Okay. All right. So how'd you get to be Jason's assistant coach here? There's got to be a story behind that. So you can tell us all the secrets. All right.
Yeah, Josh Cook, his daughter's on the team. And
All right. Well, for those of you, Josh is the other coach. So he's in the audience right now. We have an audience of one. Well, if we don't count our crew here.
Yeah,
but,
right.
And so Josh is here. All right. So go ahead and tell the story.
my dad coaches his daughter.
Okay.
And he reached out to me and said, "Hey, it's your time to shine." So I took the opportunity.
All right. So how you feeling? You excited?
I'm
Or
excited.
Are you nervous?
Not really nervous.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been around the game for a while. So I think it's definitely going to be different seeing it on the other side
Okay.
versus playing.
All right. So my understanding is you're gonna take some time to learn who's there. You know some of the kids, I'm
Yeah.
assuming, like
Yeah.
you know Zella
Yeah.
because of the teaching aspect there. So all right. So let's talk about our team, Jason. You know your daughter Jocelyn, right? So she's all the kids, I'm assuming.
Pretty much all of them.
What are your thoughts on our team this year?
We're going to be tough.
Okay.
I mean, offensively, defensively, all around, we should be very solid.
All right. So I know you're just getting started, but some specific players. Can you go into some detail on some of your specific players? Let's talk about pitching. Because always an important aspect in softball.
Yep.
So let's talk about pitching. What kind of depth are we going to have? What kind of talent?
We have a lot of depth at the mound.
Okay.
I think we figure we have 6 girls that can throw.
Wow.
Fortunate because a lot of schools really only have 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
But we have Addison Wright's back. She pitched a couple years ago. Haley Elsrod.
Okay.
Zella Cook, Jocelyn, Fiona Breitenbach, and Michaela.
Who's a freshman this year?
Yep, and Michaela Hopkins.
Okay.
She threw some last year.
Okay. Who teaches them? Who's the pitching guru around here? Is that you, Madison?
That's me.
Okay, there it is. I'll tell you what. Let me tell you a little bit. Softball and baseball are different by a long way. I couldn't figure out how to make that pitch if my life depended on it. I don't know how these girls do it. Is there a science behind it or a technique or,
Lots of practice.
Yeah.
That, and I feel like the way the boys throw overhand, it's different from girls.
Yeah.
I mean, the boys, they have so many pitches they can throw per game, and
Right.
once that's over, then they're done, and they have to wait so many days.
Right.
Girls, we can throw every day.
Yeah,
and
their arms are like, they're coming out day after day and
And there's some big talk about that's going to change.
yeah.
Because they're starting to find out that the girls in their freshman and sophomore years of college are developing severe wrist problems, and they're relating it all back to the fact that they've thrown
Tons of
boatload constantly
pitches.
in high school. So I think you might see some change coming in that. But if you're 6 pitchers deep, you don't care.
Yeah. We're not
Yeah.
we're not on the rules committee or
Yeah.
anything, so we don't know that. But you do see a lot of these pitchers. They just throw we go to like a sectional or a weekend tournament, and they just throw, and it seems like they don't lose steam. I mean, I don't know why. Any insight as to that?
I don't have any insight. I mean, I felt good after after I threw. So
Oh man.
So how many, Jason? I mean, had your call out. You had your first. I forget what they call it. Contact workout. And what kind of numbers are you looking at as far as numbers of players?
We're about 17 or 18.
It's a good number.
So, would ideally get over 20 and have a JV and
Right.
actually have JV teams to play.
Right.
Well,
Always a struggle, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a struggle anymore with JV. It seems like basketball struggled this year, and of course to play JV baseball or softball, it takes more yet. So hopefully you guys can get some JV games in this year.
That'd be nice. We're right there at the numbers that would allow it
Yeah.
to get some few games in. Speaking of the conference, the new conference, those other new teams, hopefully, they should have a little higher numbers being bigger schools.
Right.
So that may allow us to have some JV games.
That would be very nice. So you brought up the new conference. Delta, generally speaking, pretty good softball program. Newcastle, pretty good softball program. LaPel, pretty good softball program. Centerville, pretty good. Eastern Hancock, pretty good.
Yeah.
This is going to be a really good softball conference.
Yes, it'll be fun.
I don't know if it'll be fun or not, but it's going to be something. But it's going. I'm impressed because it is going to be good softball, top to bottom in that conference, and that's going to be exciting.
Yep.
Right there.
You're probably gonna. I'm sure you've seen your schedule or at least looked at it. All right, so let's talk about Tri-Eastern Conference first. And then, what's your thoughts as we head into sectionals? What are the teams out there to beat? Besides us, there's other teams out there that we got to look at. So go ahead and tell us what your thoughts are.
Hagerstown.
Realizing it's early.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Hagerstown's going to be back again.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been tough for the last few years, and of course, the one sectional conference, almost undefeated. They lost 2 games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they really? I didn't realize they were that good.
Centerville's going to be tough. Kind of that county. Wayne County's pretty tough softball.
Okay.
Hagerstown, Centerville. Outside of that, maybe Tri. They're
Okay.
usually fairly up there.
Yeah.
Those are probably the 3 main ones that I'm looking forward to.
In the Tri-Eastern Conference. Okay, so talk about your squad. We got a hit, right? Kerry Gammon can hit. I know that. That's what I know. All
Yeah.
right. So give us some more names. Some of your hitters.
Carrie brings a lot of power.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have seen that.
We've
You
seen it.
know off the bat when it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say we have 7 or 8 that's probably hit home runs in the past. And Jocelyn, Jaden Hildebrand, hit
Yeah.
a few. Zella's can hit, fast on the bases. Some good incoming freshmen. We'll see with high school. High school's a little different than travel.
Yeah.
It's a little change of pace.
Yeah.
So takes some adjusting your freshman year, I think.
Yeah. So what? Who are some freshmen that we can talk about right now that you might be counting on?
Fiona Breitenbach.
Okay.
She's just an athlete.
Yeah.
Kelsey Culbertson from volleyball. You
Okay.
probably
Yeah.
know her.
Remember Kelsey? Yeah.
Jalen Mills played basketball. Aaliyah Diamond played basketball. So again, a lot
Now,
of
is
multi-sport.
Aaliyah a softball player?
We'll see.
There we go.
She's an athlete. All right.
She's athletic. She's athletic.
Okay, so you put Zella, Cook, and Aaliyah on the base pass, they're gonna run.
Yeah, we got a lot of fast kids.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of
Yeah.
speed.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. You got a lot of speed on that team.
Macy Oler, she's
Yeah, there's
Macy's
another
pretty
fast
quick,
over.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I almost forgot about Macy. She was only a freshman last year, so she's coming back.
Yeah, I mean, Izzy Pede hit 6 home runs last year, I believe it was.
Well, yeah, one game she hit 3 in one game or 2 in one game?
Yeah, she
She
had
hit
a
2 back-to-back games.
Yeah,
so-
I was going to say she had a run there that was pretty impressive. All right, so you're thrilled, all right, with your team. So as we go forward, you know, when do you guys actually start practice? I know you've had call out and
1st of March, like the 8th or 9th is the first official day.
okay,
We can start going daily.
yeah. Hopefully the snow's gone by
I would
then.
say hopefully,
I wouldn't bet on it.
usually you're indoor probably for first couple weeks.
Yeah.
So we get about a month to go before we actually start any games.
Yeah. Do you have preseason scrimmages that you guys do? or
We get one.
you get one?
think
Okay,
it's-
just like every other sport, right?
I think it's Eastern Hancock again this year.
Okay, you know, Eastern Hancock has been successful in the past. I don't know what their present looks like, but, you know, we'll find out at least next year. Are they on the schedule this year?
Yeah.
They are,
Yep.
okay, so we'll
Playing
find
the
out.
regular season.
Yeah.
They're not in the sectionals anymore, are they?
I
They
don't
used to
mind. Yeah, they haven't. They kind of switch it up. All right, they're in and out, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah,
so.
it depends on who drops to 1A, who goes up to 3A, and those some numbers of some schools that might do that. And if that happens, then that throws the sectional into a whirlwind of who's going to come in, who's leaving, and yeah, just not a good day. It drives everybody insane.
All right,
All
so
those changes.
let me ask you, Josh Cook is not here because we only had room for 2. We determined that, and you guys, what's Josh's role? At least let's figure that out here.
Josh's role is probably going to be the tough one.
Okay,
I think Madison's probably coming in a close second on that.
okay.
He's going to be the strict one.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but
Who, is there a fun-loving one? Is that you? You're
Oh,
the
yeah, that's me.
fun-loving one,
Yeah.
easy going. Yeah.
But no, Josh has been around travel ball for just as long as I have.
Okay.
I think I'm the one that actually got him into travel after
Okay.
he complained about it.
We can talk about him because he's back there and we're up here. So,
So who's going to be the first base coach? Who's going to be third base coach? And,
We also haven't discussed any of that.
and
okay, to be
bench
worked out.
coaches, and
All that.
because whoever's not third base, you got to stretch before the
Yeah.
game. You know, you want to do this and tear a rotator or something. So I just wonder because we watch a lot, and I always just like to know: are we going to be aggressive on that second to home, make a play? Are we conservative, or are we really 1 out, no outs, 2 outs? How are we looking at attacking the plate and putting runs on the board?
It'll be strategic, game by game, but most of all, we'll probably be aggressive. I mean, like I said, a lot of speed, a lot of girls that can hit the ball. So
Just crush the
get
darn
'em
thing.
moving.
Make it easy, you know. Just crush the ball.
And then jog around the bases.
Yeah, man, it's easy that way. You know, there's no drama that way.
That's right.
But actually, so we'll probably be live streaming some of your games. We'll have to see about Winchester. The sectional is at Winchester this year.
I think that's what I saw, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about their facility. Is that a nice place or?
Yeah, they just rebuilt it or built a completely new one.
Yeah.
Did you play there?
Yeah,
I didn't. I played at the old one.
Yeah.
it's the
Boy, some places have money, don't they? I mean, that's unbelievable.
yes, it is unbelievable.
Well, they did their baseball field too up there, Jerry. You saw how beautiful
yeah.
that was.
Well, the softball field was right behind it.
Yeah,
which is where the hospitality room was. It had all the pizzas.
Yeah.
Not that I would know where that was at. But yeah, it looks nice up there and so forth. But I did not see any internet. But hey,
We'll figure that
We'll
out.
figure
We
that
would
out.
like to live stream that. All right. I think the kids enjoy it. You know, not everybody can get there, and you guys can go home and watch the replay if you want. You know, whether you want to or not. But that's our hope. But we need internet connection, But we know the people up there now, Jerry, and
Yes, we do.
They can hook us up if we need it. So what are your goals? All right, you got goals, right? Every coach I've known's got a whiteboard or some kind of thing. All right, first goal is win the, whatever those are, right? What are your goals?
It'd be nice to win the TEC. The last year we're in it.
Yeah.
I think it's 2017 probably since they've.
Has it been that long? I'm not sure.
17 or 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, 17. Yeah, 17.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So start with that.
Okay.
I mean, love to make a run in the state tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, I think our sectional is probably one of the toughest groups there are. With Hagerstown, Centerville, Shenandoah. So sectionals will be tough.
Yeah.
But make it out of there and see what happens. I believe we would host a regional.
That'd
Well,
be
that's right.
awesome.
Would host a regional this year, yes.
Well, we wouldn't have to go very far, Jerry.
No, we wouldn't.
To do that one.
I like that trip.
See, the issue we have is internet connection at outdoor ball fields,
Yeah.
and so we happen to have it here, so it works out pretty good. Anything else for the good of the cause, Jerry? Right around the corner, you can see it's warming up, and the sun's shining. Sun was shining today, by the way.
Sun was shining today. Field maintenance.
You need a crew.
You need
All
a
right?
crew.
I mean, you got to get something. All right. My pet peeve. All right, I'm going to get somebody in trouble with this. It's probably going to be me. All right. But I've always thought somebody ought to step forward and keep that field nice and line it, because I've always seen the coaches are out there lining it, and you got to be able to coach your team.
We've got the new little tank
Yeah,
that paints.
the robot.
The paint tank
There you go.
will be doing that. It'll be perfect. But we need water out there bad to that field.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to that infield's got to get watered down because the dust is.
Yeah, the dirt does
And
kick
then
up.
the outfield's got to get water. If not, those little frost heave knobbies out there, the ball goes that way or that way.
All right, so here we are, a sports show. We're talking about plumbing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about plumbing here. Try to get.
Well, hey.
Can't you run a pipe out there and get some water out? I mean, somebody can do it, right?
Well, they need water out there.
Yeah, I
Absolutely need
yeah.
water.
Yeah, they have it at baseball, or do they not?
Baseball has it.
Yeah, they need to just
Yeah.
run the hose out there. I mean,
Yep.
is it that simple, or am I missing something?
I don't know.
Did you know we were going to break down the hose situation, Jerry? That what we're going to do tonight?
Someone needs to give them like 200, 300 foot of hose.
Yeah, do something. I mean, definitely, because it gets dusty,
Yes.
The dirt infields, it just makes it difficult. So just get some water on that thing.
Plus the fact, Rick, if I've got wheels at the plate, I want that infield as soft as it can get. So that ball
'cause
goes
yeah.
big.
Yeah, we've all
yeah.
we've all slid into home plate where it's dried out and the plate's sticking up a little
Oh,
bit,
yeah.
and your knee goes.
Yeah, you
take
lose
out your knee.
half of your leg when you slide in. I think that this softball team is personally, I think it's on the verge of being a very, very good softball group. Just from the bits and pieces from last year and so forth, if it can all get put together in that mold, they'll be pretty good. And
But
so-
no pressure.
no pressure.
Do you feel pressure? I've always wanted to ask: is there pressure to
really.
win, or
No.
parents get vocal? Did you know that? I mean, they're invested in their kids, and I find that with baseball and softball a lot. Because number one, the crowds are small and the voices are big. Okay, and that's the way it is. And
I think the older they get, the quieter it gets.
yeah, maybe
You've been around 8U or 10U.
Yeah.
It's pretty loud there.
Yeah, a lot of emotion in,
Yes.
in those age groups.
Yeah, it is an emotional. And the other thing is, we've been brought up on baseball and softball, so everybody knows how to play the game.
Yeah,
Football, a lot of people are confused about it. Basketball, they're like, oh yeah, but baseball and softball, everybody's grown up on it, and they know how to do. They know how to play. Yes, they know how to yell about it. They know how to comment about it.
Oh, that we would never do that.
Well,
though,
no,
Jerry.
we don't. We call them out though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call them out.
Well, Jason, Madison, thank you very much for coming. Wish you the best. Hopefully great success. Nothing more than we'd love to. If you go down the state tournament, we'd love to go with you. That's what our hope is, and especially if we're having a regional game here, that would be awesome.
Yes, it would.
To do that, because they always seem to be somewhere else, and you got to travel wherever to get there. So. Good luck. We appreciate you coming, and we'll look forward to seeing some softball this spring.
I appreciate you having us.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, thanks for the softball coaches stopping in. And when we come back, we're going to start talking wrestling and who's moving on the Knightline Live.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Harmon sheds are custom built to your specifications and needs. But wait, there's more. Harmon sheds build privacy fences, decks for your pool, beautifully designed decks for all around your home, and detached pavilions. Let Joe and the crew do all the work, so all you need to do is relax.
We're dedicated to great results just for you. Johnson Chiropractic.
So I recommend Dr. Johnson all the time over the years. Many people have come to Dr. Johnson for my recommendations. And if people live 50 miles away and they tell us they have this problem and they're going to have an operation, we say, no, go see our chiropractor, Dr. Johnson.
We're dedicated to great results just for you. Johnson Chiropractic.
This is Rick Fletcher. When my car needs repair, I take it to 715 Simharjan Parkway in Richmond, home of Knuckle Busters. With their ASE certified technicians, why would you go anyplace else? They repair domestic and imports, air conditioners to Z-bars. Knuckle Busters Auto Repair. Call 765-488-1470 and tell them to go Knights!
L&S Lumber Hardware and Supplies in Greensfork. Walk into what a hardware store should be. Filled with Valspar paint, Red Ryder wagons, generators, old Milwaukee power tools, and DeWalt power tools. Animal feed, lawn and garden supplies. Make sure you ask about our pole barn packages. L&S Lumber, Hardware and Supplies in Greensfork.
We would love to invite you to Life Spring Students, our youth group at Life Spring Church that is just south of Northeastern on 27. We meet from 7 to 8:30 on most Thursdays, but the doors open at 6:30. You can grab some pizza or a snack from our cafe and then hang out with your friends until 7 p.m. At 7, our student band leads us in some worship through music, and we have a lesson from God's Word, the Bible. We then split into small groups based on grade and gender to apply what we have learned and pray with one another. Find out more at lifespring.tv/student.
Martin's Country Mart, US 27 Fountain City. Swing in and grab a coffee or a frazzle, maybe a fountain drink at Martin's Country Mart. We also have all your favorite snacks, bottled drinks, and of course, sweet bakery items. Plenty of accessories for dinner. And don't forget the grill menu, covering lunch, dinner, and of course, the kids' favorite, pizza. Martin's Country Mart, Fountain City.
When it comes to your home, you don't just want the job done. You want it done right. At Nate Lee Remodel and Restoration, we believe your space deserves craftsmanship you can trust at a price that makes sense. From remodeling and restoration to custom trim work, interior painting, interior and exterior doors, or even that deck you've always wanted, every project is handled with care, attention to detail, and a personal touch. Call Nate Lee Remodel and Restoration, where quality meets character.
Welcome back to Knightline Live, and Rick, a little wrestling going on last Saturday at Richmond in the regionals, and of course the Knights Broadcasting Network was there. Our crew was there the whole day, about 6.5 hours that the crew was on hand, and then loaded up and went to the girls sectional final at Hagerstown. I was there for another 2 hours, and then loaded up the Knights Broadcasting Network semi and brought all the stuff back.
Semi, is that what that is?
Semi. Volkswagen Jetta.
Before we get into wrestling, I want to thank our crew. I mean, that was all last week, starting with the sectional wrestling, then sectional girls basketball, throw in the regional wrestling on Saturday, regional wrestling to sectional championship. I mean, our crew was on the move, and they were there all day, and they did a fantastic job.
No, yeah, it was an outstanding job. A lot of comments. We had a lot of people standing up behind us watching our screen so they could see everything going on at the other sites.
Yeah, I want to thank Jeff Matthews. He did a great job as usual. Jerry, he's our wrestling analyst. For those of you who don't know Jeff, he's the father-in-law of Wes Oler.
Yep.
And here is Krista Oler's dad, and he's an old wrestling coach. He used to.
He's old.
Yeah, he used to coach wrestling and baseball at Union County. So, and he's a great analyst. Wrestling, they do great, with that tracking, USA tracking, you can keep up with the meet, because it's chaos.
Oh, it is chaos.
Especially in the beginning rounds. It's utter chaos, because you got 4 mats and matches going on all over the place. So to keep up with that was Jeff's job, is to keep up with that. And he did a great job, and we appreciate that. It's a lot of fun. Thanks to Richmond High School, we got on the internet. Thanks to their IT guys helped us do that. They really did a good job for us, so we appreciate all their help. We appreciate our crew. It was a very long day, Jerry, a very long day, but at the end of the day, I would say we were happy we were there and able to bring that. So
so the Knights had 4 wrestlers there, but only 3 wrestled. One of them was injured and couldn't wrestle, so that was a forfeit. But 2 move on to the semi-state.
Yeah, absolutely. Olivia Kroll, she was finished second in her weight class. So she's going to go on and move on to the semi-state. In that semi-state, there's 2 regionals that feed into that. So she'll wrestle in the first round the 3rd place finisher from the other regional. Okay. And then sophomore Vanden Miller, congratulations to him. Very impressive. Okay, Olivia's very impressive. Very impressive. So Vanden finished 3rd, so he'll wrestle the 2nd place finisher, that semi-state. Good luck to those guys. They want to. What you're shooting for is a chance to get to the state finals.
Here's a little bit of a trivia thing for you. In Olivia's weight class, all 4 going to the semi-state was all from the Centerville sectional.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Well, that's good news.
That is pretty impressive.
That is impressive, because that other sectional had like East Central and somebody Batesville and some of these schools, and Lawrenceburg was there,
and
Rushville.
Then you were doing interviews down on the field, or down on the court or the mats or whatever,
on the mats.
Which was really neat, because you were getting a lot of the Wayne County wrestlers in there and talk to them. But the best quote of the day come from, I forget which person it was, when he said, "Well, he made a decision, and I'm glad he did, because I beat him."
I can't remember.
I can't remember who it was either.
Well, that's really add, when you talk about broadcasting the wrestling regional, it adds. That's kind of what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Is interviewing the kids and bringing them on, and what it does, Jerry, it gives you guys information in the broadcast booth that you guys can use, to be a better broadcaster. So, hey, I thought it was great. It was new for us, and we're going to keep improving on that, and maybe get better. Try to get better at it, but for the first time trying that, not bad.
Not bad at all. And do you have a video?
Yes. Okay. So we put together. We want a little bit of honor here for Olivia and Vanden. So we put together a little video there. So let's go to that, Kara, and see what that looks like.
Shoulder up, and you can only do it so long, and he's got a long time to go yet, another minute.
Yeah, and there's little things like you get off your toes or you get off your knees, put all your weight on them, let your body help you out. There's a fall, and Olivia Kroll qualifies to move on to the Newcastle semi-state at 113 pounds.
Wow. And that was pretty quick, too. Let's go downstairs to Rick Fletcher as he has Olivia Kroll. Rick, go.
All right, I'm here with Olivia Kroll. Olivia, you're moving on to semi-state. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Awesome match. You pinned him in the first round. So now you got the rest of the day. What are your thoughts as you're heading into the rest of your day?
Just stay in good position and a good mindset and just keep working my moves.
All right. Good luck, Olivia. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's go back upstairs to Jerry and
Pushes
Jeff.
that hip down, and there's the fall.
There it is.
Olivia Kroll will wrestle for a regional title.
Well, another
Next
thing
round.
that does, that makes you no worse than a 2 seed.
Well, I'm here with Olivia Kroll. Olivia, let's keep this simple. You are going to wrestle for a regional championship. What's going through your mind right now?
I'm pretty excited. I mean, I've never made it this far before, and I hope to make it farther. I'm just really pumped.
All right, so you can sense the excitement with Olivia right now. She pinned her opponent in the last match. So, Olivia, good luck in the final round.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's Olivia Kroll. Back up to Jeff and Jerry.
So I'm sure
we'll get a fresh restart here. 22 seconds to go.
I'm sure Rick will have Mr. Miller on.
Yeah, that's probably. He's in pretty good shape right here.
Yeah. Rick's on the roam down there. That adds a whole new element to the broadcast. Is getting the young student athletes on. Final 5 seconds over on mat 1.
And that's the end of that.
Let's go.
Vanden Miller of Northeastern punched his ticket to the Newcastle semi-state.
And let's get over to Matt.
All right, I'm here with Vanden Miller. Vanden just won his first match, so he's moving on to semi-state. All right, Vanden, what's the feeling going through your mind right now? What are you thinking about?
I'm proud of myself. Last year, I got pinned in the very first round. I didn't go to semi-state. And as a sophomore, that feels so much better to redeem freshman me.
All right, so you got the rest of the day. What's your, you'll take a little break there, and so what are you thinking about the rest of the day?
I think it's going to go good. I got number 2 in the state title and Thrive next round, so that should be a fun match. Rematch, actually.
Well, good luck to you. All right, so the Knights, Jerry, they've got 2 moving on, Olivia Kroll and Lucas Shamness, as you guys probably already know, unable to wrestle. So
mat 2 for a little bit here. Rick is rounding up the regional champion. And looking for him.
While we're doing that, I'll jump over here to the other mat. It's Score is 6-2. Vanden Miller of Northeastern with a lead over Landon Gilbert of Hagerstown.
Welcome back to Knightline Live, and as I peer over the our studio lights here, I see the wires all going back into the box. I'm feeling pretty good, Rick.
Well, let's not celebrate yet, all right? We've had dangling wires all our careers, Jerry. We're just one wire away from blowing the thing up.
Where's this go?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, little basketball.
Yeah, the Knights, Jerry, went to Hagerstown. Very good win for them right there.
Yeah.
Hagerstown's a good team this year. They're a good young team. And honestly, the Knights probably played one of their best games. In my opinion, they played one of their best games of the year. And it's starting to be a pattern here, you know.
And that's the thing. And they started this all the way back in December.
Yeah.
This, what they're trying to do to get to this point now.
Right.
So it's almost been 30 days that they've been working on this, trying to get this defensive scheme, the offensive scheme, and also the rotation of players and so forth. So it's taken its toll a little bit.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, it's sure starting to show some, what I want to say here, some growth.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess
it absolutely is. I think Brent's found his rotation.
Yeah.
That he always likes to use a lot of players, okay? And, this year is no different. And honestly, I'm not ready to say they're going to compete for the sectional championship, but, if you take now between a month and a half ago, I think, you're looking at a better team that's playing well. A lot of good chemistry there, and who knows, right? Right now, you just want to get wins. As many wins as you possibly can.
Well, you look at, some teams have been take off strong and finish slow.
Yeah.
And you got others that start off slow and finish strong. Well, like Union County,
Yeah,
girls.
like girls, yeah.
Just bring that up. So you never know when it comes down to one and done tournaments.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
And you want to be playing your best basketball, whatever that is. You want to be playing that when sectional time comes around. And if they keep it going, all right, keep the momentum, builds confidence. You get wins, you build confidence. And the atmosphere at Hagerstown was sectional-like, Jerry.
Well, let me just say this. The student body section at Hagerstown,
they're awesome.
Off the hook.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They are just wonderful.
Yeah.
They're really good.
They really are tremendous, their
Yeah.
student section, and they were loud, and our student section was loud. It was a good game, a good atmosphere, and, Brent Ross's team played well.
Yes.
So good for them. Hopefully they can keep that going. This week, you got a home game tomorrow night. We'll have that on the Knights Broadcasting Network. Don Beatty will be with you
Don
tomorrow
will be back
night.
with us.
And Friday night, the Knights will go down to Tri High School, so hopefully a couple of opportunities to win some ball games. So good luck to the guys there. Get out and see a ball game. Come on out.
Yeah, go out and catch a high school ball game.
Yeah.
Support the young kids out there, the young student athletes. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up on Knightline Live.
Holistic financial services and professional advice to help you manage and preserve your assets. Welcome to Private Wealth Management at Old National. Here, we provide financial planning and investment strategies from Old National Wealth Advisors and premier banking services from Old National Private Banking to help you plan for and tackle your broader financial needs. It's time to explore Private Wealth Management at Old National. Learn more at oldnational.com/private.
Your school helps shape the person you become, opening your mind to new ideas and belonging to a community. Whether it's earning an advanced degree, joining the FFA, pushing your health and wellness, playing in the band, or playing on the field. It's a safe place where everyone knows your name, and a kid can be a kid. The halls of today filled with the leaders of tomorrow. Northeastern.
You've had a hard day at work and all you want to do is sit in your lounge chair in the nice cool air? Then it hits! The AC's not working. The living room feels like the Sahara Desert. Call Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. In just a short time, it'll be nice and cool. And then all you'll need is a sign that says, "No penguins allowed." Call 765-966-0994. Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Proud sponsors of the night. Did someone say boom, baby? Call Scoretti Pyrotechnics at 765-977-2757. Scoretti Pyrotechnics has performances for birthdays, weddings, school athletic events, other occasions, and of course, the 4th of July. Scoretti Pyrotechnics are proud supporters of Knights Athletics. Boom, baby! Smith, McQuiston, and Webster Funeral Home has proudly served the Fountain City area since 1886. From the time you walk up the steps, Funeral Director Keith Webster's goal is to carry forward the legacy of personal service established by the Smith and McQuiston families. Using modern technology and good old-fashioned attention to detail, we will strive to earn your confidence in us by treating families the way we think we would want to be treated. Smith, McQuiston, Webster Funeral Home. Rick, thank goodness somebody called time out because I am hungry.
I'm starved, Jerry. Hey, with 3 different Richmond locations and 1 in Hagerstown, here's a Subway sandwich shop near you.
And you can always order off the app for curbside pickup. The drive-thru's always open, and the way that I prefer it, I just like to walk in.
Here's your sub.
Listen, Subway, eat fresh.
Go, nice.
And welcome back to Knightline Live. I've got to stall just for a second because we don't want to end early because that wouldn't be our show for the day.
We never end early. We
No.
always say, I think we're going to end early tonight. We never do.
Yeah, we never do. So the boys basketball sectional draw is coming up not this Sunday, but the following Sunday.
Yeah, right around the corner, Jerry. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to believe the season's almost over, and then we'll be heading outside where it's going to be nice and warm.
Yeah.
Sunny and 70 every day up in the booth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That April weather is just wonderful.
It's awful, especially when that wind starts blowing in from the east.
Just gorgeous weather, gorgeous
Just
weather.
wonderful, wonderful.
Little misty rain to help with the ambiance.
Oh, I can hardly wait. Well, I think that's everything tonight.
Well, the upcoming schedule, tomorrow night
Yep.
you guys will be on. We'll have boys basketball, and that's it for this week, a light schedule.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, we need a break.
We needed the break. Well, for Kara Singleton, our executive producer and our boss, that's what we call her, the boss, and also for Josh Singleton, our IT man back here. He's got everything all buttoned up, so fingers crossed. We've got a good broadcast tomorrow. And for